is Prem. Welcome to Post Market Report dated 7th May 2024. First, let us look into the US market. US market, all three indices traded positive yesterday. Dow up by around 0.4%. Nasdaq and S&P 500 up by more than 1% yesterday. Nasdaq currently trading at 16,350. So if you look at a few days before, maybe 1 week before, Nasdaq was trading at 15,300 and now it up by around 1000 points and currently trading at 16,350. That's mainly because the US non-farm payroll data was published last week and the data seems to be in favor of the market. The expectation was 238 jobs to be created, but the actual was 175 jobs only added in the month of April. So negative news is a positive news for the US market. After that, the US unemployment rate was also published. The US unemployment rate stands at 3.9%, but the expectation was only 3.8%. Because of these two data, Nasdaq started moving higher. Now Nasdaq trading at close to all-time high of 16,350. So if further data, whatever is has to come in the coming months, if you look at CPI, PCE data, all these data also in favor of US market, then Nasdaq may move further higher and may cross the all-time high also. There is a possibility. So if you look at stock wise in US, airline stocks traded higher. So if you look at American Airlines, Southwest Airlines and United Airlines, all stocks traded higher by around more than 4%. And Intel is in a consolidation mode. Chip making companies traded higher. Supermicron up by around 6%, and Magnificent 7 stocks, Meta up by around 3%, and Nvidia up by around 4%. Nvidia currently trading at $921. So if you look at Apple, there is a news about AC/DC, Apple chip in data center. This is a AI chip which Apple is planning to manufacture on its own. So we have to wait and watch how this is going to impact the chip making. If you look at treasury yield stands at 4.47%. And if you look at a few days before, treasury yield trading at 4.64. Now after the US unemployment rate and the non-farm payroll data was published, treasury is also probably slowly coming down in its own phase, which is good. So this will bring more stability for the US market. And Brent crude trading at $82. This is also again a good news. So many good news from the US market is popping up, which is good for the world global markets actually. So these are all the updates from the US market. Asian markets, Nikkei, Korea and Taiwan all traded higher today. But coming back to Indian market, GIFT Nifty was indicating a 30 to 40 points higher opening today. So as indicated by GIFT Nifty, both Nifty and Bank Nifty opened higher, but the higher opening could not be sustained actually. So within 15 to 30 minutes, both Nifty and Bank Nifty started trading lower, and this continued till 1 p.m. today. So at 1 p.m. Bank Nifty was down by around more than 600 points and Nifty was also down by around 150 points. After 1 p.m. there was a slight pullback, but that pullback also could not be sustained, and finally Bank Nifty ended by around 600 points and Nifty ended by around 140 points. Today it's the Bank Nifty which dragged the Nifty today. So Bank Nifty down by around 600 points. That is mainly we can attribute to the new RBI framework for project finance. So this new framework, probably the framework was already there, but the earlier the provision was around 0.4% if the project is extended beyond 2 years. But currently what the new guideline says is the provision has to be around 5%. If DCCO extension, date of commencement of commercial operation, extended by around 2%, around 2 years than the agreed timeline, then the provision has to be around 5%. If you look at risk management perspective, this is very good for the financial institutions and the banks. But at the same time, if the provision is around 5%, then probably this money has to be idle, and this will probably cause an inefficiency in the operation. So that is where, if you look at all the financial institution stocks traded lower today, the impact is mainly for PFC and RECs, where they do the project financing more compared to the normal banks actually. So that's why if you look at PFC and REC traded lower today. With respect to Nifty Bank, except Kotak Mahindra Bank, all other bank traded lower. Kotak Mahindra Bank, we know that because of the RBI imposed some guidelines, they cannot sell credit cards, and the online banking also they have stopped it. Because of that, the Kotak Mahindra Bank was down from 1850 to around below 1600. So because of which Kotak Mahindra Bank now traded positive after the results, Q4 results were announced. Otherwise, if you look at Bank Nifty, all the stocks were down except Kotak Mahindra Bank. The other indices that contributed are FMCG and IT contributed for the Nifty's uptrend today actually. So because of otherwise the Nifty would have down more than 140 points. If you look at Marico up by around 10%, Dabur, HUL, Godrej Consumer all traded higher today. So Dabur, HUL and Godrej Consumer up by around 5%. Britannia and IT Nestle up by around 2% and ITC up by around 1%. IT stocks traded higher. That is mainly because if you look at Nasdaq is trading higher every day. So that is giving some positive momentum for IT sector. So IT stocks traded higher today. So Tech Mahindra up by around 2%. TCS, Infosys and Wipro up by more than 1% today. So other indices that traded lower today are Nifty Realty, Metal, PSC, Nifty Bank, Pharma and Oil and Gas all traded lower today. With respect to Nifty Metal, SAIL, Hindustan Zinc, Nalco, Vedanta, Hindustan Copper, Hindalco, JST Steel, all these stocks traded lower today. Nifty Realty, Prestige, Shobha down by 6%. Phoenix, Microtech and DLF, all three stocks down close to around 4%. And Nifty Oil and Gas, most of the oil and gas stocks were down. Mahanagar Gas, IOCL, Castrol, ONGC, GAIL, Gujarat Gas, Adani Gas, all these stocks were down along with Reliance. Reliance is also one of the major contributor for Nifty's downward trend today. Stocks that traded higher are Nikkei, Godrej Agravet and Titaga Rail. These stocks traded higher today. Adani stocks, except Adani Wilmar, most of the Adani stocks traded lower today. Adani Wilmar, because it comes under the FMCG category, today all FMCG stocks traded higher. So Adani Wilmar stocks also traded higher today. Result impact, SRF down by around 7% after the results, now trading at 2,400. Lupin is also down by around 6% after the result. Another news is DLF sold around 800 apartment in less than 1 week, and each apartment costing around 6.5 crore plus actually. So this is one good news. So the project name is Privana West. So this is one good news in the realty sector, but overall the reality sector it's down today, because of which DLF stock is also traded lower today. So another important update is there is no increase in time in the trading hours. So because NSE was proposing to increase and increase the window of the trading hours, but the response from the brokerage were not encouraging. So far now it is on hold, because this is going to increase the operational cost of the brokers. So the brokers were probably not in favor of considering an increase in time in NSE. So right now this proposal is on hold. There is no change in increase in hours for now. So these are all the updates from the Indian market. So looking at the Nifty range, so Nifty range currently with the downward trend continuing, probably we can look at Nifty for this week trading between 22,000 to 22,500. So tomorrow it's a Bank Nifty expiry, maybe it's a consolidation or the volatility likely to be higher than today. Maybe there may be a pullback also. Short covering rally may also happen tomorrow because of Bank Nifty expiry, because Bank Nifty down by around 600 points today. So there is a chance that there is a short covering rally tomorrow for Bank Nifty expiry that may probably pull back Nifty, and Nifty may also trade positive tomorrow. So let us wait and see. So these are all the updates from the Indian market today. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you. Bye.